Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and boy oh boy do we have some interesting news to go over. The opening clip here in this video is a new teaser for Black Ops 7. The full multiplayer reveal trailer is tomorrow, and with that I'm sure we're going to get flooded with leaks and info and probably some early gameplay before Call of Duty Next, but thanks to the Ghost of Hope, we now have a much better idea of exactly what Activision and Treyarch have been planning. Ladies and gentlemen, we can now say without a shadow of a doubt that Activision is all in with Black Ops 7. They're apparently leaving nothing on the table because they plan to make some major changes to the COD series, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and take a look at the leak. Here we can see from the Ghost of Hope, exclusive. Sources have indicated to me that Black Ops 7 will have more content in its post-launch season than Modern Warfare 3 had. The current plan, according to sources, is for Black Ops 7 to have a lot of content in seasons 1 through 4, then taper off to give Activision time to push Modern Warfare 4 marketing very hard. Treyarch earlier this year had pulled some of the planned Black Ops 6 post-launch content and has pushed it to Black Ops 7 so they can repurpose/reskin. Treyarch and Raven are being told to leave nothing on the table for Black Ops 7 and Warzone because the engine upgrade for Modern Warfare 4, which has been told to me to be very significant, would require those assets to be heavily reworked, finish everything, and release it before Modern Warfare 4 is the current agenda at Treyarch and other studios. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, those are some pretty crazy leaks right there, and we have a lot to go over, so let's go ahead and start things off by talking about Treyarch cutting content for Black Ops 6. So when it comes to Black Ops 6, I think it's safe to say that the post-launch support has been pretty lacking. Compared to Modern Warfare 3, it's night and day different, not only in the quality of the maps, but the quantity as well. Then you have the lack of weekly challenges, the copy and paste events. It's all been incredibly lackluster, and I think we now know why. According to the Ghost of Hope, some post-launch content was cut from Black Ops 6 to be used in Black Ops 7, and that honestly makes a ton of sense, because think back to when Call of Duty started to really lose players this year, right? It was very early on in the game's life cycle. Typically, we have to wait until about this time of year for fans to start leaving, but for Black Ops 6, it started to happen all the way back in December. The year wasn't even out yet, and fans were leaving like crazy, and it continued throughout the entirety of 2025, except for 1 month when they decided to scrap Avalon for Black Ops 7 and copy and paste Verdansk back into Warzone for Black Ops 6. I think what happened is they saw the writing on the wall. Why bother putting time, effort, and resources into a sinking ship? After Season 1 and Season 2 for Black Ops 6 failed to bring back players, it makes perfect sense for them to just basically put the game on life support and save everything for next year. That's why entire seasons have come out recently, and the big selling point for the new seasons was like a revolver, you know, like a rehash of the M249 saw, like things that literally nobody cares about were the entire selling point of these new updates and these new seasons. They've been rehashing multiplayer maps. Every single map is essentially just a copy and paste POI from the Avalon Warzone map, which was also cut from the game. Just if you look at it objectively, the post-launch support for Black Ops 6 has been pretty freaking terrible, and the reason why they were able to do this was because of all the crossover events and all of the bundles. Even though way less people are playing, there are whales out there who are still buying skins like they're going out of style, so while Activision didn't make as much money as they hoped, they still got by, and now they're putting all their eggs into the Black Ops 7 basket. One problem I think they didn't foresee, however, is pre-order sales are insanely low. I mean, Activision kind of just hoped that fans would get over it, you know, and just forget about Black Ops 6, but that's not going to happen because the exact same problems that happened in Black Ops 6 are going to persist into Black Ops 7. Fans have woken up. After all these years, fans have finally woken up and they understand what's happening now, and more, even the casual players are seeming to understand the manipulation and the bullshit and everything that's been surrounding the Call of Duty franchise over the course of the past couple of years, and they've all had enough, man. And so far anyway, they are speaking with their wallets. That's why Activision continues to make changes. They're trying to win those players back, but so long as they keep ignoring the major issues like skill-based matchmaking, lobby disbanding, as well as the anti-cheat, I really don't think anything's ever going to change. Next up here, I want to talk about Infinity Ward, Modern Warfare 4, and the reported engine changes that are going to be happening. Apparently, the plan is for Modern Warfare 4 to be like a full reset of everything. Like Warzone will get a full reset with like no more carry forward and everything. And then on top of that, a new engine will be in place that all the devs have to work with, and everything that's currently being saved up is going to be used within Black Ops 7. I mean, that's a pretty big bombshell right there, but have you guys noticed that for some reason, Activision has always seen Infinity Ward as the golden child? It's almost like whatever Infinity Ward Word says goes, and how they do things is how these studios like Treyarch and Sledgehammer also have to do things, whether it's the engine that they run on, or adding doors, or safe space map design, or adding field upgrades, or removing dead silence, or changing the minimap, or even them having a heavy hand in Modern Warfare 3 and telling Sledgehammer Games what they were and were not allowed to do with it. It seems like Infinity Ward are like the top studio, at least according to Activision. The weird part about that is, for me personally, and I'm sure many of you guys already know this, but Infinity Ward's always been my least favorite studio. Back in the day, that wasn't true. Back in the day, Infinity Ward was awesome when we had the original Modern Warfare trilogy, but since then, what have they really done? Like, everyone's different, so I'm curious to hear what you guys think, but for me, Infinity Ward hasn't made a good game in, like, God, how many years has it been now? Like 14 years? Like after the original Modern Warfare 3, where they also had a ton of help from Sledgehammer Games? I mean, realistically, what has Infinity Ward done? We had Call of Duty Ghosts, which was a massive flop, the biggest flop in Call of Duty history until Black Ops 6 came out. Then we had Infinite Warfare, which honestly I can't speak to because I didn't play the game that year. I played Modern Warfare Remastered instead. But after that, we had Modern Warfare 2019, which to me is one of the worst COD games in history, in my own personal opinion, and it was only saved, I believe, by COVID and Warzone. And then after that, we had Modern Warfare 2, which was objectively worse than the newer Modern Warfare 3 in pretty much every way. Like, Infinity Ward, to me, hasn't really done anything in like 14 years. For me personally, Treyarch has typically put out the better product. And that's not to say they always bat 1,000, but just do some comparisons here, right? Would you prefer Infinite Warfare or Black Ops 3? Would you prefer Modern Warfare 2019 or Black Ops Cold War? I feel like if it weren't for Vanguard, Sledgehammer Games would unanimously be voted the GOAT of Call of Duty developers, at least at this point. But it's going to be interesting to see exactly what this new engine is going to be like, what changes are going to be made as a result of it, and exactly how they plan to handle a game like Modern Warfare 4. I think it's pretty obvious that Black Ops 6 was a huge flop right now anyway, and it's still very early on to be fair, but Black Ops 7 isn't looking much better, so like what's Modern Warfare 4 going to be like? And I also think it's going to be really interesting to see how those first 4 seasons of Black Ops 7 actually go, because again, according to The Ghost of Hope, there is going to be a massive amount of content through those first 4 seasons, and they're basically just going to be getting rid of everything that they've been saving up. And I imagine, if they're smart anyway, they're going to mention something about that tomorrow when they give us the multiplayer reveal trailer. And then, of course, on top of that, we're going to learn even more on September 30th with Call of Duty Next. It's just like I told you guys, this has all been sort of the calm before the storm, you know, and things are certainly going to get crazy over the course of the coming week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. We are now less than 24 hours away from the Black Ops 7 multiplayer trailer, and everything has been leading up to this. All the delays, all the changes, everything from the Battlefield 6 beta to the pre-orders to Activision freaking out about everything, all of it has been leading up to this multiplayer trailer, and I can't wait to see how the community reacts to it. I'm still predicting that the trailer is going to be bombed with dislikes, but if what Ghost reported is true, they should, in theory, have a metric ton of stuff to tease in that trailer that really gets players hyped up. Activision have never been in a spot like this before, you know, where seemingly the entire community has turned their backs on the COD franchise, all the while the biggest competition COD has ever seen is also releasing 1 month in advance and is currently killing COD when it comes to pre-order numbers. It's just, what a crazy time to be a COD fan. What a crazy time, because this could actually be the catalyst for Call of Duty finally getting back on track if they finally get their heads out of their asses, and Battlefield might be the game that actually makes them do that. We're just going to have to see. As always, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a very interesting weekend. It all starts tomorrow when we get that multiplayer reveal trailer, so stay tuned to the channel because we'll be doing a full breakdown of that and everything else that's going to be going on with Black Ops 7. So for right now, I'm going to wrap up this video here today. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and feedback on the Ghost of Hope's leak down there in the comments. Be sure to sub if you're new around here. Thank you all so much for listening, and until tomorrow, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.